Nice to see you, Jenny.
Hi.
Rory 10 from Edinburgh asks, why do you want to get more power in Westminster if you want an independent Scotland?
I campaigned in the referendum for Scotland to be an independent country. I wanted people to vote yes, but we didn't vote yes. And that means Scotland is still part of the Westminster system. So the decisions that are taken at Westminster will affect people across Scotland. So it really matters that the decisions that are taken at Westminster are good decisions. And I think having lots of SNP MPs in the House of Commons will mean that the decisions that are taken there are better decisions.
There was a vote on independence in September. The majority of Scottish people voted no. Why do you want another vote on independence?
Well, I'm not planning another vote just now. We've just had a referendum and it was, in my view, it was a great experience for the country. This Westminster election's not about independence. If you vote SNP on May the 7th, you're not voting for Scotland to become independent, you're voting for Scotland to have a much louder voice at Westminster.
Matthew, aged 11 from Salford, asks, if you can't win and be Prime Minister, who do you think should be?
I don't want David Cameron to be Prime Minister because I don't think Tory governments have ever been good for Scotland. But if Ed Miliband is to be Prime Minister, I want him to be a Prime Minister that delivers real change and doesn't just end up doing the same kind of things that David Cameron would have done. So the SNP would be there, hopefully to make Ed Miliband a wee bit braver.
This is my question. I've seen interviews with politicians. Why do they always kind of dodge questions, or at least try to?
Believe it or not, even although I'm a politician, and I'm sure people have watched me on television from time to time and thought I was dodging questions, but when I watch politicians do it, I get really frustrated as well. So I try very hard not to dodge questions and to answer questions as straightforwardly as I can. I'm sure I don't always manage it. It's for you guys to judge how well I do it.
Why has it taken so long for a woman to be First Minister? What are the challenges facing more women in politics?
The Scottish Parliament's only existed for 15 years and there's a woman First Minister. So I suppose we should maybe actually take a wee bit of pride in the fact that it hasn't actually taken that long in Scotland. You know, women get as much talked about and written about how they look, what they wear, what their hair looks like than they do about what they say, and that's kind of off-putting to younger women. So these are all things we've got to change. I think we're making progress, but there's still a long way to go.
Madison, aged 10 from Cambridge, asks, if you could do anything to change the UK, what would it be and why?
If I could do one thing above all else, it would be to give every single young person living in this country an equal chance to get on and succeed and make the most of their own lives, regardless of whether they're a boy or a girl, regardless of whether their mums and dads are rich or otherwise. Alice, lovely to meet you. Thomas and James, nice to see you.